Okay, so let's talk about AI. Does the word ChatGPT kind of make you feel like you're not in on the secret, like it's some complicated thing just for tech nerds in Silicon Valley? Well, if that's you, you are in the exact right place. We are going to pull back the curtain and show you how you can use this stuff in your actual everyday life. And no, you absolutely do not need a coding degree.
When most people hear AI, one of two images usually pops into their head. Either it's the Terminator, robots taking over the world, or it's that incredibly frustrating customer service bot that just keeps saying, "I'm sorry, I didn't understand that." If that's what you're thinking, trust me, you are not alone.
But here's the thing, and this might actually surprise you. You're already living with AI. It's not some sci-fi movie concept that's coming in the future. It's here, right now, just quietly doing its thing in the background of your life. I mean, really think about it. When Netflix knows exactly what movie you want to watch next, that's AI. When Spotify builds a playlist that just totally gets your vibe, yep, that's AI too. And when you start typing into Google and it finishes your sentence for you, you guessed it. See, you're already an AI user and you didn't even know it. All right, first things first, we have to tackle the biggest lie out there about AI, this whole myth of the tech person, the idea that you have to be some kind of genius to use it.
People get so hung up on these intimidating words, right? Neural nets, tokens, parameters, coding. It sounds so complicated. But the truth? You can forget all that. Because what you actually need to use AI is just one simple thing: curiosity. That's it. That's the secret.
I love this quote. It just hits the nail on the head. There are only people who pressed buttons long enough to realize nothing exploded. Every single expert you can think of started out by just messing around, poking at it, trying stuff. The only difference is they weren't afraid to see what would happen.
So, okay, if it's not about all that scary tech stuff, then what is it? Well, let's properly meet your new AI assistant. And the key is to stop thinking about it as code and start thinking about it as a conversation.
Look, there's really only one piece of jargon you need to know, and it's this word, prompt. A prompt is just whatever you type into the box. It's the question you ask or the instruction you give. Honestly, if you've ever typed a question into Google, you already know how to write a prompt.
So you could type in something super basic, right? Like write an email. And yeah, the AI will spit something out, but it's going to be boring, totally generic, pretty much useless.
But now, check this out. Look what happens when you give it a little something to work with. When you add details, a little context, a tone. Write a friendly but professional email to my boss. See the difference? Now the AI has direction. It can give you something that actually helps, something that sounds like a real person. This right here, this is the perfect way to think about it. Treat it like a really clever intern. It's super enthusiastic, it works incredibly fast, and yeah, sometimes it's going to be wrong. But that's okay, because if you know how to guide it, how to manage it, it will save you so much time. You're the boss.
Okay, enough theory. Let's get to the really fun part. The stuff that's going to make your life easier, like today. Here are some actual, real-world AI hacks you can go try the minute we're done here.
We've all been there, right? Staring at that blinking cursor, trying to find the perfect words for an awkward work email. Just stop. Ask the AI, help me write a polite email saying I need more time. Boom, done in 5 seconds. Or how about that 6 p.m. feeling of dread? You open the fridge, you see some chicken, some pasta, and, let's be honest, a little bit of despair. You can literally tell the AI that, and the wild thing is, it'll get the joke, and then it'll give you 3 actual dinner recipes. Problem solved. And it's not just for, work stuff or chores. Imagine your kid wants a bedtime story. Instead of reading the same book for the 100th time, you can just ask, write a 5-minute story about a unicorn who's afraid of heights. And you'll get a brand new, totally original story right on the spot.
And this one might be my favorite. You can use it to learn anything. You can take a subject that seems impossibly complicated and just say, explain quantum physics to me like I'm 5. And it will. It'll break it down in a way that's simple and clear. It's like having the world's most patient tutor.
Okay, this is all amazing, but with great power, well, you know the rest. We got to talk about how to use this thing smartly. So let's wrap up with a quick guide on how to be a safe and effective AI user. I know, it sounds incredible, and you're probably ready to just dive in. But hang on, just for a second. Before you go pasting your whole life into that little chat box, we need to have a quick word of caution. Because using this tool the right way means knowing what not to do.
This is rule number 1. It is non-negotiable. Do not, under any circumstances, paste confidential or private information into a public AI tool. I'm talking client data, your social security number, bank account details, none of it. Just don't.
So what's the workaround? Easy. You just abstract it. You make it generic. Instead of asking about your specific client's problem, you ask about a problem for a type of company in that industry. You get the exact same helpful advice, but with zero risk. It's a simple, smart habit to get into.
This all boils down to a super simple idea called the human-in-the-loop method. Think of it like a partnership. Step 1, you bring the idea, the goal, the context. Step 2, the AI gives you a first draft, a starting point, a bunch of ideas. And step 3, and this is the most important part, you take it from there. You review it, you edit it, you make it better, and you take responsibility for the final result.
So, let's just circle back to where we started. The people who are truly crushing it with AI, they aren't the tech geniuses. They're not the coders with fancy degrees. They're just the curious people. The ones who aren't afraid to play, to experiment, and to ask, what if?
Look, at the end of the day, the world doesn't need more people who are scared of technology. What it needs is more humans, more of us, who can learn to use it beautifully and thoughtfully and creatively. So the only real question left is, how are you going to start?